All right, welcome back, everyone. This is the Grow Room, episode 6. Today we're talking about what makes a good dispensary. All right, I'm with TJ and Yash. How you guys doing?
Hello, hello.
Hey,
I'm doing well.
hey, hey, it's your boy Yash. I'm doing well.
Good, good, good. So I'll start off. I think we all had some time. We went back and we thought of, we thought of what we would want in a dispensary to make it kind of our dream dispensary, or what makes a good dispensary. So I thought of a few. So I'll start with one I thought would be really interesting. If I went to a dispensary and I thought like, wow, this one would blow me away. I would like a scratch and sniff for my marijuana. I want to walk up
Ooh,
to my marijuana little things and they can give me a little scratch and sniff and maybe a little taste of something that's not the marijuana, but I can taste what it would taste like and smell what it would smell like. What are your thoughts?
that's
That's right, you go, yes.
that's interesting. I mean, I feel like for the average user, like myself, right? I'm a newbie, right? I wouldn't personally be able to tell the difference. I feel like
Okay.
that's more catered to someone who smokes and judges and has a better taste, almost like a wine taster type thing, right? That would to me would be a high end dispensary for like the aficionados.
I think it would be almost like an attraction even to the newbies, because then they would be more enticed with the flavor and the smell, because like you said, they can't normally tell the difference. But if you tell them the difference beforehand, then they can recognize the difference.
Almost like a cologne taste. Like you go to the shop
Yeah.
and buy new cologne perfume.
It's also like just generally some people, they would be able to, like, to them all marijuana might be the same, even multiple different strains and flavors might all just like blend together, might taste the same or similar, but once you can identify it for them, then they can start telling it apart, right? Because you set it out for them first. I think when you're going around and you're trying to select your favorite strain, really like getting that selection of scent and flavor down first. I think that'd be
hmm
interesting.
Okay, no, I mean it makes sense. I would find that interesting too. At least to be able to try to tell the difference, because the only way to do it is by smelling or like tasting
Yeah,
different ones.
yeah. TJ.
Um, I personally think it's a little risky because,
Why?
um, not not everyone's like really about weed smell. And listen, the people, I feel like that's something that a lot of people, once they're into it, they like grow to love it. But I think when you smell it the first time, I think it would take a pretty, like, unique person to enjoy that smell the
Well, what
first
I'm
time.
talking about, like if it says it's like strawberry something, right?
Mm,
But I know that, you know that, but if you had like a card that had like a
mm,
scratch and sniff for all the different strains, and you scratch and sniffed it, and you're like, this one I like, this one I don't
mm,
like, this one I like,
mhm,
right? And
mhm.
it's like you're not smelling the marijuana directly; you're just smelling whatever the flavor
Mm.
strain it is.
I mean, I'm all for it. But personally,
You
I
don't
don't
think
know.
as a consumer you'd be
I
interested waiting in line?
me personally, I'm also not a person like other people bring their weed to me and they're like, smell this, and like it all smells good to me. And it all smells different, but it's more like I'm not super fixated on smell for it. My sense of smell is not very like good. So
Hmm.
yeah,
I'm still with it though, because I personally
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you showed me the
Mm,
different scents before I were to buy the actual marijuana, I'd be more
mm,
keen to buy the ones that like I knew that I liked the scent of, because I
mm,
feel like I'd then recognize it when I'm smoking it.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, TJ, you want to go?
Alright, so when I'm thinking about my dream dispensary, um, I'm thinking a little bit differently than how things are set up around here. Around here, they're very like fixed. Like they're all like white brick buildings, very plain. You know, they all have like, merchandise and stuff hung up. Um, but really like there's like no life to these buildings, I think. One of the things I would do, I think, should be incorporated is everyone hates waiting in lines, okay? And a lot of us are stoners and a lot of us are medical patients, okay? So instead of having like a large, you know, uh, line, just like rows of whatever those barriers are called, um, convert it, have like couches and stuff, and we have kiosks, put in our order, have a number, but a place to chill while we wait for things to happen. Of course, I think, the option of, going up to someone and just being on the line should still be there. But like a lot of that room is just like it's just a line. Every dispensary that I've seen is literally just a big open room and a line. So bring some life and variety to like the decor and such. Everything feels very like corporate in there, which I feel like is kind of like a weird mixture of the two.
You
Um,
you wanna you wanna know what's funny?
what?
I actually thought about that too, right? And I think like
Mm.
this my personal ideal dispensary is something similar to that, but I was thinking more like a hookah lounge, right? Or like a
Mm.
cigar bar, something like where you can just after you order it, you can sit for a little bit and light it up.
Oh, no. I see.
And
See,
light it
there's
up.
problems with that,
Oh,
Yash.
there's
People
definitely
have to get
problems with that.
home, right?
No,
But
there's definitely
even just the
problems.
idea of like order
And
it,
you can't
sit down, let them
smoke
deliver it to you.
indoors.
Yeah.
Um, but
Or a drive
like
through.
I did have a concept, but I didn't know if it would be financially responsible. Okay, so in line with that, I thought about that as well, Yash, potential.
Hmm.
But then I was like, okay, the legalities behind it,
Oh no.
wouldn't would never fly. But if the dispensaries offered a bus for a special membership program, right? And
Hmm.
you have to you know set your schedule, um, and then they just come scoop you up, and
Oh, you thought of
uh,
that too. I had
eh,
one similar, but I had
eh,
it formulated like they should have pre-sales and post-sales. So you can
See,
schedule a 30-minute consultation because then you can actually kind of get what you really need. And this way they'll have someone like this should be a job that they
mm,
basically hire people to discuss people's needs for. Like this is a whole industry and the dispensaries are where everyone from patients to consumers are going. Like have people know their shit and then your customers will be ordering more shit. At least the more nuanced customers can get what they need. So if they're
mm,
willing to pay for a consultation, and they can have a pre-sales and a post-sales where like you can schedule just a 30-minute consultation to meet your needs.
mm.
see, I had something similar, but like it's more like based off like a subscription service. So you would pay for like a membership, like $20 or $10 a month, and then you can go into the dispensary and pick up like a free pre-roll that you pre-selected online,
I
and then
think
walk
Zen's
out
doing
with.
that, right? Something like that.
I know they have a
Or
membership program, but like it's like it's like typical membership programs where
or
you buy and then points add up.
or even
Yeah,
like
yeah, but
have
they
it
have a new
delivered to
thing.
your house.
Oh yeah, do they?
Yeah, they have a new thing. Like you pay something in a month and you get stuff.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of cool because I was thinking similar to Scentbird. So Scentbird is like subscription cologne service, right? Where you pay a certain amount and then you can pick whatever cologne you want and they send you like a 30-day like small mini bottle. So similar to that, right? I feel like dispensary should do something where you pay like 20 a month and then or however a month and then you can go in and pick up like 2 pre-rolls or 3 pre-rolls and it's
Yeah,
once a month.
I think the membership's a good idea because obviously if you come back often, and these guys, I know Zen is doing that too. So yeah, that's a good move. And one thing you guys said was like the waiting area where you like almost like you order, sit
Mhm.
down and wait, or like you just have a wait, you're not just standing in line. I thought maybe if they could get a much bigger kind of setup, having like a mall kind of experience, right, where you're like walking around, almost window shopping, checking between booths. You're able to maybe have one person man a booth and you can talk to them about those specific products, right? And I don't know, I was thinking like a walking around experience. It sounded fun. It sounded
It
like if I
sounds
go to a dream
fun,
one.
but yeah, it sounds like a lot of capital. I feel like
It could be a huge
because like,
hit
are you
if they have a
thinking?
huge space.
Yeah, are you thinking like set it up in like multiple kiosks?
Yeah.
Uh,
Like so
and you're like,
it could
this
be
is
as
the dab
simple as
section. This is the pen
yeah,
section.
it could be as simple as that, from different product strains to different product types to different product whatever. But even if it's just like you're walking around the room and it's just that's how it's set up, and
Mhm.
maybe even in the center there's a couple 360 booths that people can get around to. I don't know. I think it'll make. I want to see it almost like a big market kind of thing. I think that'd
Mhm.
be interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, Ash, you wanna take another one?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would love to. So I was thinking, right, because I was really pondering this, right? And I would want like a dispensary to be almost act like a cigar slash alcohol bar,
Mhm.
but it's alcohol and weed,
Mhm.
right? And now
Oh,
I was thinking of all the complications, right? We allow people to go in and buy alcohol as long as they have ID. We allow them to go in, drink, go out, smoke, and then come in,
no,
drink, right?
no.
Not in
You
now,
can't drink
not,
in the.
not in the
No,
Right?
store.
So
that's
not in
against
In
the
a
the
store,
law.
bar, you
not in
can.
the store, not in the store. But like if you think about it, like a cigar bar, right, where you can
Mm,
sit down, smoke, and have a drink
mhm.
in the bar, right? Now instead of cigars, you have joints.
Question, guys. At a
Mhm.
bar, can you buy a bottle of alcohol to take home?
No,
No,
Okay then.
depend.
right?
It
Or
depends.
I guess I think some states can technically.
Because I
Some
think that's
places
what
do
I'm
that.
Yeah,
I'm hearing
yeah.
from you, Yash. I'm hearing that you want a dispensary that is actually a bar, but that you can also buy shit from.
Exactly, right? So you have the bar where you drink alcohol, but you can buy the weed to take home or smoke it in the
I mean, it
place.
sounds nice. I'd like that, right? But I feel like either it would get in the way of business because they're all disruptive and drunk and high
Or it could be
potentially,
chill.
or it could
Right.
or it could be the best thing ever because it's
I'm,
managed
I'm
well and
sure.
it's just
I'm
everyone's
sure
having a
it'll
great time.
be a mixture of the two.
Yeah, I think
They
it might
tend to
depend
go
on the
hand in
area.
hand.
But
Yeah.
I also
Right?
feel like at that point though you would have the staff to control it, right? If you go to any like nice bar in the city, there's always like a
Well,
security
I
person.
mean,
I
I
mean,
Always.
mean, I think it's risky because they have to have armed guards, right? Or
the,
I guess they don't
that
have to be armed
I mean, the
Yeah.
point
technically,
is
but
how much of your business do you want to be the front of the house versus the back of the house? Do you want most of your business to be managing the people at the front, or do you want it just to be selling product, which they do fairly well? So far,
Yeah.
there's enough demand where they don't need to do this, but like, yeah, as soon as they think that that's extremely profitable, I'm sure you'll see these pop up. I don't know about the dispensary part of it though. Selling
Yeah.
dispensary amounts, like
yeah.
that'd be
There
interesting.
was another thing. At least, and this is specific to New Jersey, I think, at least all the dispensaries I have, all of them sell weed at like fixed amounts. Um,
Yeah,
which I thought an interesting thing could be, have. I guess it does get weird. I think with New Jersey legislation with like
tell
packaging,
us
but
what.
if we could, if it was allowed, have kind of a uh, think of like an ice cream machine. Like you go into where you have the rows of the different flavors and whatnot. You
Mhm.
have bud there, and you can get it by the gram or whatever. Um,
I don't understand. What so what's the ice cream part of it?
Oh, just like how it's fit, like so like you
I'm
you
so
have like a
confused.
clear top, right? You can see down, see the different strains.
Oh,
Um,
so like when you're ordering
Yeah,
ice cream,
yeah,
then you see how you see down through the
yeah,
glass and you
yeah.
see right, right, yeah. And that's what I was talking about like with the window shopping kind of thing, right? Like when you're
mm,
like if you're just walking around and you can actually just like experience it like you're shopping. Yeah,
You,
yeah, I like that. I'm with that.
or like or like if you go to like a sushi bar or something and they roll up the joint in
Hell
front of you, so
yeah.
you have like
When
the
you say roll
flower
up the
in the
joint, I
window.
like that, Yash. I
If you
do.
have the
I would pay extra. I would pay extra to have stuff hand rolled. You know that?
yeah,
Like
like freshly rolled too,
if
not like
there's
a
a
pre
guy
roll. Like
there,
it's
if there's a guy there whose job is to roll it for me, I'd be happy.
didn't Snoop Dogg pay someone because he likes the way they roll up
Of course.
he like the
yeah,
way he rolled up the
But
joints.
I will say that a hand rolled joint, the beauty of it is just alone valuable. Like the factory stuff, it's nice, but there's something about the air and the pack that you just want a hand roll.
yeah. The ratio.
It's
Some
the
people can,
presentation.
yeah.
That too.
Well, some people, a lot of it's the airflow. I'm not
Oh, it's definitely
particularly
the airflow. Yeah.
good at rolling J's, but um. I've had experienced some pretty good J rollers in my day, and a lot of it's about that airflow, nice clean burn. Um, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Hand roll J's.
Or even them cooking in front of you, like they're making like they're
You
putting
you
the flour.
order you order your flour, and then you
Yeah,
ask them how they want it. Into
exactly. It's
J's, into a blunt.
into an
Um,
edible if you want to bake it
I
into a
feel like that
brownie.
would get a little
It would
Anything
get
complicated.
with food
complicated,
starts to get complicated.
but
Yeah,
it would be fun though. It would be fun.
it would be
It's
fun. It'd be fun
there
and whimsical.
there would
It'd be a
be
logistic nightmare,
there
probably though.
there is something interesting about being able to go in some line or while you're waiting or something, visit like a booth and get a little hit. That would be interesting.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like dispensary should also sell food like snacks and chips, so it becomes a one-stop shop like
Oh,
Wawa,
they'd
right?
sell out. They'd
Imagine
be
if
out
Wawa
all the
sells
time, Yash.
joints.
They would always be out.
Exactly,
You'd be like,
exactly.
"Hey, can I?" No, we're out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right? Like imagine if Wawa sold joints.
Yeah, that's true. They'd be out. Hey, do you have? No, we're out. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with that. All right. I got one.
Mm.
This one I think. I feel like every dispensary should have a YouTube channel that walks me through each product type, how to use it, and even info about it, and how to even read the info, like THC and CBD or strains and stuff.
I have a question on that. Now, are you talking full-length YouTube video like 10, 20
I,
minutes or
I'm
YouTube
just
shorts like
saying,
TikTok
shorts
length?
would be interesting, but enough information, even 1 or 2 minute videos, like how to smoke the joint, how to uh, I don't know how to use the vape, how to
How to
best
enjoy
way to ingest an edible. All these
how
different
to
things. I want each of their dispensaries to have a YouTube channel that walks me through things like the different product types they have, from how to use them to, you know, what the different like THC levels and all these things are, gram amounts, you know, these things. I feel like if I went and just looked up on my own and then I found it, it would match, it might not match, it might be the product I'm looking for, it might be the product type I'm looking for, it might not be. But if it was on their YouTube channel and it was the products, almost, even if it's not the exact same product, if it was close enough that it was the exact same way to use it, exact same thing they're talking about, if not, they can update it and add another video because they have a new line of products or something different. But this way, I'd get all the info I need. I know it's from the right people, you know, and it would bring a lot of value to them because then they can have like a channel on social media, you know?
Mhm.
I like it. I think you would need a big following to make it grow, and I think you would get a lot of more. You would get a lot more hits from your regular customers than just someone who's just stopping on the block,
Hey,
right, on their way
I
down
think
to Virginia.
I think if Zen is able to get all these members to pay for membership, I'm pretty sure they can get subscribers to watch their YouTube videos. If not even
That's
subscribers, then
fair.
just videos. They should be playing some of these videos in their dispensary, just like just like how to roll, like people just roll in or smoking in video, like that would just, it's almost like it makes sense. That or put a good movie on.
No, it makes sense. I mean, I like the
They
idea.
use oh, no, they're usually just, like, menus going, aren't they,
Exactly.
on the TV?
I
Yeah.
think the big thing with that though is a lot of social media platforms have a policy against drug usage or promoting drugs and things like that. So that's where that
So
becomes
yeah,
tricky.
I mean that you can though legally, you're and with the policy you are allowed to do it, and it is,
Okay.
yeah, it is fine. So it might be an internal, like a conflict of them not wanting to, or them thinking that that's still an issue, but it's not an issue anymore. All of the dispensaries, they really should have a YouTube channel. They, even whether weed's included, whether their products are included or not, that's up to them. But the reality is you should have a YouTube channel. You should be talking to your customers, because it's retargeting. You don't want to let your customers go just because they came to your shop once and left. Doesn't mean you have to never see them again, right? Most people who come are actually willing to come again. You just know, you have to know how to target them, retarget them. You know, people who come to your YouTube and then they might go to your Facebook and then they might go to your site and then they might go back and then they might go somewhere else. When you retarget, you can basically capture these users if they've gone to more than one place. So
Hmm.
your goal really is to make customers repeat customers, but also to show all of your customers why you're worth it. And if you're able to, you know, if you have a new line of products like vapes, and if you're able to like just show them how to use it in a 1.5 minute video, right? And then you do that for all your main product types, your customers, when they see it on your channel, they'll watch it because they're like, just in case, you know, maybe there's something about this vape, you know, or let me just
Hmm.
make sure. And as long as it was a good video, they'll know it's a good video, you know, and then they'll be able to share with their friends if they need to know. If not, you know, they just know they can come back and see another good video if there's a product type they don't know.
I'm personally really big on like reading other people's reviews on products and strains and things like that. I feel like dispensaries should allow their customers to kind of rate the strains that they have to better inform other people or
True.
something along those lines.
That's one beef I have. Dispensaries, when they explaining, like, the feelings you get from each strain, it's very generic,
Mhm.
and, like, a lot of, like, repeat. I feel like their descriptions need a little bit of life added to them.
Definitely agree on the descriptions. Maybe it should be something like they hold uh competitions for the best descriptions, or they hold some kind of like user way of getting descriptions for their weed, or maybe they just get better descriptions from the companies. I don't know, but you're right,
Mhm.
they do need better descriptions too.
Hmm. I would believe what they say because again, I don't smoke as much or smoke at all,
Yeah.
right? So like everything feels the same to me. I just feel relaxed, and so like I wouldn't be able to tell the difference, personally speaking.
And yeah, I mean, personally, I don't think I've put much thought into it as far as the amount of like euphoria or relaxation and stuff. I think what I cared about most was the length of the high, the the amount in terms of like the peak,
Mhm.
because I have a pretty like standard tolerance. And then if I could get some kind of I don't know how you'd put it, but like psychedelic level effect, if I could. If not, then it just didn't have it to me. Like to me, that's like those were the levels. Only later on did I realize that like there was something like euphoria that I could actually measure or care about.
Hmm.
All right, I got one more. How about you got one more, Yash, or
I
is that
have
yours?
one. I have one more. So like, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. Okay, so this one's a little bit out there. I'm not sure how important this is, but this one's personal because I don't like how it's been set up so far. I want a door that walks out the back. I just want. I don't make me walk through the same door. I want to walk one way in and just go through all the way out. All right. I think that increases the flow so much better. I think it would make instead of having me walk through or walk around or look people in the eyes, I just keep walking. You know what I'm saying? Like if
I
you're in line at the
uh-huh.
grocery store and you go through line, you do your thing and you go out the door. Right? Whereas like this one I gotta go in, go to line and then walk past all the people and then past them get to the door. Nah, I just let me walk through and out the back. Don't let me walk in front of people in their way. I want a door that walks out the back.
Interesting. I don't share this concern of using the same door twice. Um,
And this way it's a one way. And this way you can park at the back. You know, the medical people can park at the front. Oh man, it'll be so much easier. Just send them out the back. They
and
don't
I'm
need to
at
all
the
go through
back.
one tiny door, one set of doors.
So no, I like that.
Thank you, Ash.
I like it.
Don't encourage
Like
him.
a
It
like a
increases
Happy Meal,
flow
right?
too.
Like you get a little
Oh yeah.
prize at the end. You should get a
Hello.
mystery box, like you know how you do state sleep,
I think
things like
Yash is
that.
talking
Like
about something else. But you know what, Yash? Let's. What are you talking about? I'm interested now.
so, like I feel like you know how some companies give out mystery boxes where you subscribe and then they send you a mystery box of different flavors and stuff. I feel like you should have like these dispensaries should give out like a mystery box, right? You pay $50 and it has different products in there.
I feel like
Maybe some,
if they combine all this into something, like all of our ideas, they can you can have
yeah,
like a take home a membership where you pay, you get a box every week, and in the box there's a scratch and sniff
yeah.
and a mystery run and a, and a yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like the idea though. Yeah, I like the idea of a mystery thing. Maybe even at the dispensary when you're ordering, like you can
Yeah,
get the mystery flavor, like they just don't tell you.
yeah.
Or even
No,
maybe it's just mystery. It's the same. It is the same one, but
Oh,
like it's unknown.
that'd be interesting. They just give out like a
So
random extra nug.
either they give out one that is out of their products, a random one of that price, or it's an unlabeled
They
one.
they
Like like it's like there's a mystery airheads or like like
yeah.
that. Or like mystery meat at the
yeah.
cafeteria.
Mhm.
It's just like it's a flavor. You don't know what it is. They're not telling you. It's unlabeled. You know. I don't know. I do like the appeal of that.
I think if it's like
$5 cheaper.
I think they keep certain strains only for that. You know, it'd be a good incentive. You know, every so much you buy, you get a nug of the special strain.
House favorite. I don't know. Yeah, I want a dollar menu.
Or it's too late for those things,
I'm
Joey.
just saying, if they could, that would be.
It
I don't
would
even
be.
know if it'd be a hit, but it would definitely sell a lot.
You know, I don't see them sell like shake and stuff like that. They could probably make a dollar menu off of that.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. I was thinking they have to go something like take a hit,
Mm.
a one hitter, literally.
I have one more thing.
All right, let's hear it, Yash.
Drive-throughs for medical customers, right? So
Ooh,
you know how CVS and
I
Walgreens have drive-throughs for their
Mhm.
pharmaceutical, like you can pick
yeah.
up your like stuff like medical, at least for medical, not
Mhm.
recreational, right? So medical people should be able to go through a drive-through to pick up their
Mhm.
stuff, so they don't have to go in into the store if they don't need to.
That could be beneficial.
It would definitely save a lot of time.
Now imagine that was for recreational. That would be fun.
I
But
mean, I
legally,
would
I
never
don't
go in
think
the
that
shop.
would be. It would save up on lines too, you know?
It would definitely make a huge line of cars, though. I would say, like, this,
Yeah,
like, not gonna lie, the biggest problem here, Yash, is there
you'd
will
create
definitely
traffic jam.
be, yeah,
Like
even medical, you'd probably,
imagine Verano,
yeah,
right? You know how packed that gets, and
Yeah.
then it's right on Route One.
Mhm.
Right? Bing
is
bang.
Verano a store, or you're talking about Zen?
Oh, is Zenly? Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
They have
and
one
that's what I'm
Verano
saying. If
side.
there's a
Yeah,
drive-through line there, it's over.
yeah. That's
No.
It sounds amazing, especially for the medical, because like
Yeah.
you don't want them waiting in line. You don't want them to
Mm.
have to go in the store, get out of their wheelchairs. I don't know, but
Yeah.
like if they could drive through, yeah, that's pretty good. Or
Or
even have them have it delivered to a pharmacy. That might be too much work, but same thing,
no,
you know.
or even like car delivery. Like you know how some restaurants do like Wawa, you can order on the app and then deliver to your car. You order on the app,
Oh,
you pay on the app, and then you have a
that's a
numbered
good
spot,
idea. 100.
and then they
That's
bring
a
it to the
1000% better, because you don't create any lines then. Yeah,
no.
yeah, that's huge. I like that because this way they could just stay in their car in the
Uber
parking.
Eats. No,
Yeah.
that's too dangerous.
That's
How?
retention.
Well, because you gotta trust the people to do. Do you know how many people would just like if they were like not? I that more for my idea. I was saying like Uber Eats for weed, and where I was thinking, you know how like Uber does it, you pull randoms, and like you can sign up for it. But like if it's like
Oh no, yeah, we're
just
talking about store
yeah,
employees walking out.
yeah,
Imagine,
yeah,
imagine. No, no, no.
yeah,
I'm
no,
just thinking of.
And
that'd
I'm just
be.
Uber Eats for weed would be hilarious.
But yeah, it's too. It
But
would
that's just
never work.
randoms grabbing you whatever at that
Yeah,
point. Not
yeah.
gonna lie. Yeah, give
Imagine
me
a
this.
random
Like,
just.
sure, yeah.
Imagine a random just took off with your product.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. You put all this investment into this product, and then bam, you have a rando just like, oh, free stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was thinking maybe this one's going overboard, but
Mhm.
if they could do something where they entertained the people who are in line, I'd be happy because
Like a
there are,
live band.
yes, that's I was thinking a live band, but I didn't want to go so far as like they cause a nuisance. So I'm gonna like roll it back to just if they can entertain them somehow, I'd be so happy. Because the biggest problem right now is you just have these people standing in line, just watching intently, like, what do I do? What's next? Where do I go? You know, wondering when is their next turn. But if they could be a little bit distracted, you know, a little bit happier, oh, bro, you've hit a winner. Maybe it's a movie. You know, maybe imagine,
Mhm.
imagine you're a member, and every
Mhm.
time, if you're a member, you can scan in, and they give you these like, maybe it doesn't work, but let's just say you had disposable earbuds, and then you put them in, and
Mhm.
you can either listen to music, you can listen to the movie that's playing on the board, but just it's in your ear,
Mhm.
and as you're in line, you're just not that bored, you know. I don't know. It's obviously it doesn't work because like it's expensive to give headsets or earphones
Really?
to people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you could like, I don't know, pick something, maybe like imagine something on the simpler side. You can pick up like a little like a puzzle or a little thing you can write down, and at the start of your line, and by the time you finish, if say you finished it, you get something. I don't know. It'll be entertaining.
It would be.
This way you get people to actually do stuff
No.
instead of just standing and waiting and watching.
Dude, even if dude, bingo, I'm a sucker for
Yo,
some bingo.
imagine
What?
a constant bingo
Do you
game
know
going.
you know do you know how many
Oh my
elderly folks
god.
I see when I go there?
You're given a bingo card as
Um,
when you enter the line, and if you get bingo by the time it ends, you can keep
Get a
something.
free joints.
That'd be crazy.
That's a good promotional event, though.
I think
yeah.
honestly, anything to keep them entertained where they're truly entertained or truly captivated for more than a few minutes, that's huge value for those people because I think it's something that people will slowly start to detest and even choose to maybe like not go to your store for if there's long lines. So yeah. All right. So is that did we hit all of them? Yash, you got every
Yeah,
yours, TJ?
I
I think that's everything for me.
I got more than I had written down too. So like I
Nice.
think
Nice. And yeah, I got every one of mine. I'm pretty happy. I did. I feel like we can cover the pre-sales and post-sales one more. I feel like I do want to see like whether it's medical or whether it's recreational. Like if there's old people, if there's people first time buyers, right? I feel like if they can call and schedule like a 30-minute consultation pre-sales or post-sales, like they can get hooked up to like long-term plans, they can get hooked up to the right products that they need, and I feel like there's enough of a market where like they can start creating this job where like that's basically it. You're like an expert in this stuff, whether it's like the medical side or the recreational side. Obviously you have to get the right you know credentialed person, but if you did, I think all the people who would be like really serious about their weed, I think they'd want this. Imagine you can call and be like, "Hey, I've never had weed before, and I have these kind of things that I want and need, and I need I just want to talk to someone and to really figure out what I can do, what I can get, and then they can walk you through your different things you can take, your joints, your tinctures, your edibles,
mhm.
your vapes, and if one is better than the other, maybe you can even hold some, maybe even try them in your consultation. I don't know. Maybe it's just you get to see them up close, right? And then you can like really feel them before buying them. I don't know. I think that pre-sales is definitely better than the post-sales here. Post-sales could be also pretty good because you can like kind of tell what they liked about it, what's the value, and making sure they're happy with their purchase.
That's
Mm.
Thoughts?
yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
would you guys think there's a there's a benefit, because if customers thought there's a benefit, then I mean that's all a dispensary needs.
Now, are you picking certain customers for this, or are you
No,
just
so I
opening it
mean,
up to all
so say
customers?
you're a customer and you're willing to pay like $1,500, right, for a 30-minute consultation before you start buying from that dispensary. Like, you just want to know what's right for you. You've never bought weed before. You never smoked before, right? You don't have friends that you're willing to talk to about this, right? And you don't want to look like an idiot. So
Yeah.
maybe you schedule a 30-minute pre-sales consultation, and they just go from like walking you through all the products, how they work, what they do, what the different things are to know, you know.
I think 1,500, like it would have to be a little bit cheaper than 1,500 for
I
like a
15, whoa,
consultation.
50 to $100.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I heard
yeah. No,
$1,500, yo. I was like, what kind
no,
of high end?
no. Yeah, 50 to $100. Yeah.
That's fair. No, I like the idea,
Yeah, and
especially
like
for newbies.
old people are so put off sometimes by what all we're offering them. Like, it's like when we talk about the vapes and stuff, they're just like, what even is that? So like, if we gave them the full consultation, they'll listen in that consultation. Like, then they can have that conversation there. They're more open to listen to it. It's a much better way than them standing in line for 20-30 minutes, either holding up the queue or just like whatever.
No,
I agree.
100%. Like a bank, you would go into like a private thing, or you would have a private, like you would have, you know how you have a car salesperson, you would go like a car dealer. This
Yeah.
would be an official weed dealer you would go to, and
Okay,
this
maybe
would
we
be
don't
your
call it that.
person
Yeah.
to,
Yeah,
but this would
they
be your
already got those.
official.
Yeah.
This would be your official person to kind of like recommend you products and
Yeah.
stuff, and you can go to the same person every time.
I mean, so that would also be good. Something on that level, right? Where you're like, the methodology they used is like your individual salesperson, it's
Mhm.
like he kind of remembers you, he sticks with you to the end, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, even just to the point where, like, just first time people who had never gone to a dispensary before, or even that dispensary, just
Mhm.
wants like a pre-sales, before they buy, consultation,
Mhm.
to like really know what all they have, what all works and what doesn't, that kind of stuff. I think that would be pretty valuable.
Maybe.
It's a start of, like, who all. It's also, I mean, the real point is like, who all doesn't know about dispensaries, doesn't know how to use marijuana products, and how
Or
do you
maybe
reach
even,
them.
maybe when you check in with your ID, they could ask you, "Is this your first time here?" And if it is, they can hand you like a menu, almost like a pamphlet with all the products and everything, and you can browse through it as you wait in the line. So when you get there, you kind of know what you want, because some people, like, sometimes you don't get good service in those buildings.
I don't mind the idea, like, especially if you made a really good like
Mhm.
menu, and you somehow made them like feel like that was you welcoming them. But
Mhm.
I also don't like, maybe it's just me, just a little bit of me is peeved that, like, why do you know that it's my first time? Like,
Not even your first time. It could be for people who just want to browse through their products without
yeah,
having
Oh
to
yeah,
go
yeah,
in
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
alone.
yeah.
most dispensaries that I've seen, they do like a first time deal.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, and just on the idea that, like, they're handing you the pamphlet, the menu, I like that.
Mhm.
I mean, the main point here is, like, you could just hand it out to everyone, or you could
Yeah.
hand it out to the first time people. But yeah,
Mhm.
all right. I think we covered quite a bit here. Any
A
dispensary
lot.
who listened to this is probably, it's on a gold
Yeah.
mine. All right,
I know
boys.
they are.
Yeah, and so, thank you guys. Thank you all for watching. If you stayed this long, you're a real one. We definitely want to hear what you think are the top things, or what makes a good dispensary. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more of this. And yeah, peace.
Peace.
Peace.